Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having a good day today, and even if you're not, I want you to remember something important: you're not alone. We all have moments when life feels heavy, confusing, or unfair. I know that many people don't believe in the law of attraction. I know the doubts that come with it. This doesn't work, it's just some fantasy. If it were real, I'd already have the life I want. I understand that skepticism because, once upon a time, I felt exactly the same way. I used to roll my eyes at the idea that thoughts could shape reality. But something in my life changed, not suddenly, not through luck or magic, but through pain, struggle, and hard-earned experience. I'm not here to preach to you like some guru sitting on a pedestal. I'm here to speak as a human being, someone who has fallen apart, failed repeatedly, cried alone when no one was watching, and still managed to rise again. There was a time when my life felt completely stuck. Everything seemed to fall apart at once. I had no money, no energy, no motivation, and, worst of all, I didn't believe in myself. But then I discovered something most people overlook: a hidden power that exists inside each and every one of us. That power is the mind. Your mind is not just a tool, it's the steering wheel of your life. And if you don't learn to control it, life will keep steering you into walls, no matter how hard you try to move forward. I began noticing patterns. Whenever I filled my head with negativity, more negativity appeared. When I spoke like a loser, life gave me more reasons to lose. But when I forced myself, even on the hardest days, to believe that something better was coming, when I started visualizing success, speaking confidently, and acting as if I already had what I wanted, the world around me slowly began to shift. Call it energy, call it science, call it faith, it doesn't matter what name you give it. The truth remains: what you think, you attract. What you believe, you become. This is not just philosophy, it's reality, proven by the experiences of millions of people who dared to change their thoughts. So if you feel stuck right now, if nothing in your life seems to be working, I want you to treat this message as more than just another video or motivational talk. This could be your turning point. Because today, I'm going to share the real truth about the law of attraction, what it actually means, why most people fail to use it, and how you can start applying it step by step to completely change your life. This isn't just a video, it's a mirror. And if you stay with me until the end, you might just meet a version of yourself you've never met before, the most powerful version that's been waiting to be awakened. And if you're learning English, consider this an excellent opportunity to improve your listening and understanding skills while also transforming your mindset. Now, let's begin with the basics. What exactly is the law of attraction? In simple terms, it means this: whatever you think about most often, you eventually attract into your life. Your mind is never off, it's constantly working, even when you sleep or sit quietly. Every thought you repeat becomes a seed that grows into your reality. For example, if you keep saying, "Nothing good ever happens to me," your brain starts searching for proof of that statement. You begin to overlook blessings, miss opportunities, and stay trapped in that belief because your mind is convinced that you're unlucky. But imagine what would happen if you changed that inner dialogue. What if you said, "Good things are coming my way. I'm improving every day." Even if life still feels tough, repeating those words begins to shift your inner world, and when your inner world changes, your outer world must follow. We are all living the results of our past thoughts. If you don't like where you are right now, it's time to change what's happening in your mind. Think of your thoughts like a magnet: you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. And what you are is the sum of what you think, speak, and believe. So the law of attraction isn't just about wishing for a better life, it's about transforming yourself into the kind of person who naturally draws better things into their life. Remember this: if you can see it clearly in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Now, close your eyes for a moment and imagine the life you truly want. Can you see the life you truly desire? Can you picture yourself living with success, health, love, peace, and unshakable confidence? If you can clearly see it in your mind, then it already exists as a possibility within you. But here's the key most people miss: you must act as though it's already yours. You have to feel it happening before it actually happens. You have to believe it before the world gives you proof. Because faith always comes first, and proof comes later. I know what you might be thinking: isn't that just imagination? And yes, it is. But ask yourself this: isn't every building first imagined by an architect before it's built? Isn't every movie first imagined by a writer before it's filmed? Isn't every invention, every success story, every dream first born in someone's mind before becoming reality? Your imagination is not fake. It's the blueprint of your future. Everything that has ever existed began in the invisible world of thought. And so can your dream. Humans are capable of achieving extraordinary things, but only when they finally believe, not in luck, not in magic, but in themselves. So, right now, I want you to take a moment for you. Close your eyes for 1 minute and visualize the person you want to become. See yourself living that life. Feel the emotions, the pride, the peace, the joy, the gratitude. Breathe it in as if it's already real. Believe that it's already unfolding. That simple act of imagining with emotion is the very first step toward transformation. Now, let's move to part 2, why the law of attraction works. Let's get real for a moment. Most people think the law of attraction is just about positive thinking. Others dismiss it as wishful daydreaming. But the truth is far deeper: the law of attraction is not magic, it's mental programming. To understand why it works, you need to understand one powerful fact: your brain is a machine, and it follows orders. Every single day, you have about 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts, and most of them are the exact same ones you had yesterday. The shocking part is that around 95% of your life is controlled by your subconscious mind. That means your habits, your reactions, your emotional patterns, the way you think, eat, love, and earn, it's all being run by programs written long ago. And who wrote those programs? You did. You programmed your subconscious through years of repetition, by repeating the same thoughts, the same fears, the same self-doubt. So when you keep saying, "I'm not good enough," or "I always fail," you're not just expressing emotion, you're training your brain to keep living that reality. Your subconscious doesn't argue with you, it obeys. It doesn't care whether your words are positive or negative, it simply takes them as instructions and shapes your world accordingly. Now, let's look at the science behind this. Inside your brain, there's a small but powerful network called the reticular activating system, or RAS. Its job is to filter what you notice and what you ignore. For example, have you ever thought about buying a certain car, and suddenly you start seeing that exact car everywhere? That's not magic, that's your RAS working. Once you focus on something, your brain begins filtering the world to show you more of it. Now imagine what happens when you constantly focus on negative thoughts: "I'm broke, I'm tired, I hate my life." Your RAS will highlight everything that proves you're right, showing you more reasons to stay stuck. But when you focus on growth: "I'm improving, I'm learning, good things are coming," your brain shifts its filter to find evidence of progress, opportunity, and success. Every thought you have carries energy. Science has proven that thoughts are made up of electrical impulses, tiny vibrations that ripple through your entire nervous system. Those vibrations influence how you speak, how you feel, how you move, and even how people respond to you. When your energy is filled with fear, doubt, or desperation, you attract confusion and chaos. But when your energy is confident, grateful, and grounded, you attract peace, clarity, and opportunity. This is not fantasy, This is neuroscience, quantum energy, and habit reprogramming working together. Here's one of the most powerful truths you'll ever hear: when you visualize something vividly enough, your brain responds as if it's already happening. This is why top athletes use visualization before every major event. Before a race, they see themselves running smoothly, crossing the finish line, feeling the victory. Their brain fires the same neural pathways as if the event were real, so when the moment actually comes, they perform without fear or hesitation, because in their mind, they've already succeeded. Now imagine applying that same principle to your dreams, your career, your health, your relationships, your life. Visualize it. Feel it. Live it in your mind first. Because when your mind believes, your reality begins to align. If you want to speak with confidence, start by seeing yourself doing it, not once, but over and over again in your mind until it feels natural. If you want to be successful, don't just wish for it, start walking, talking, and thinking like someone who already is successful. That's where transformation begins, in the identity you choose to believe in long before the world sees it. Let's look at a powerful example: Jim Carrey, the world-famous actor and comedian. Long before he was successful, when he was just another struggling performer, he did something extraordinary. He wrote himself a fake check for $10 million for acting services rendered. He dated it 5 years into the future and carried it in his wallet. Every single day, he visualized receiving that check. He didn't just dream about it, he acted like it had already happened. He believed with total conviction that his time was coming. And guess what? Years later, he landed his breakthrough role in Dumb and Dumber, and his paycheck was exactly $10 million. That isn't coincidence. That's the power of focus, belief, repetition, and aligned action working together. Most people fail to realize this truth. They think the law of attraction is about sitting quietly and imagining the life they want, but that's only half of it. The law of attraction isn't passive, it's active. It demands focus, discipline, and emotional alignment. You can't just visualize a better life, you have to live as if it's already yours. You must speak like it, move like it, fight for it, and persist even when reality shows you the opposite. The universe doesn't respond to empty words, your subconscious mind responds to repetition. If you say, "I am confident" one time, it means nothing. But if you repeat it every single day, "I am confident. I am powerful. I am focused," something begins to shift inside you. Slowly, your brain starts to believe it's true. And when your brain believes, your behavior follows. That's the formula: repeated thoughts rightward arrow beliefs rightward arrow behavior rightward arrow reality. Here's something most people never realize: whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, it's already shaping your life. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every belief you hold is a signal you're constantly sending out. If your thoughts are careless, "I'll never change," "I'm not good enough," "life is unfair," then those signals become your truth. But the moment you take control, the moment you start thinking on purpose, that's when everything begins to change. That's when you stop being a victim of your circumstances and start becoming the designer of your future. Now let's move into part 3, why most people fail at using the law of attraction. Here's a hard truth: the law of attraction works 100% of the time, but most people simply don't know how to work with it. They believe that saying, "I want success," or writing a few affirmations will magically change everything. But after they write those words, they go right back to the same old habits, the same negative thoughts, and the same fears. And when life doesn't change, they shrug and say, "See, I knew this stuff doesn't work." But the brutal truth is this: the law of attraction doesn't fail, you do. The first mistake people make is wanting but doubting. This is the biggest killer of dreams. You say, "I want a better life," but deep down, you whisper, "It'll never happen for me. I'm not lucky. Others can do it, but not me. So what are you really attracting? Not your wish, your doubt. The universe doesn't give you what you say, it gives you what you believe. If your words say yes but your energy screams no, your energy always wins. Imagine two people planting the same seeds in a garden. The first one says, I believe these flowers will grow. I'll water them every day. The second says, I hope they grow, but probably not. The soil's bad. It's pointless. Same seeds, same soil, but only one garden will bloom. Why? Because faith plus action grows results, while doubt kills them before they even begin. That's what most people do with their dreams, they plant them, but never nurture them with belief. The second mistake is wishing without changing. You can't live your life the same way and expect a different outcome. Yet that's what people do every day. They pray for success, then spend hours scrolling on their phone or watching TV. They say they want love, but hold on to pain, jealousy, and fear. They wish for abundance, but constantly think thoughts of lack. The truth is, you can't attract something that contradicts your daily habits and emotions. Change doesn't start outside, it starts within. You can't say, I want something new, while still living as the old version of yourself. The law of attraction doesn't reward comfort zones. It isn't a shortcut, and it isn't about skipping the work. It's about transforming your inner world so that your outer world begins to shift naturally. True change doesn't start with external action, it begins with identity. You don't attract what you wish for, you attract what you are. Mistake 3, obsessing over the how. This is where even the smartest people get stuck. They say, okay, I believe I can be successful, but how will it happen? Where will the opportunities come from? What if nobody helps me? Here's the truth, your job is not to figure out every step of how your dream will happen. Your job is to believe, prepare, and move forward. The how reveals itself only when you're already in motion. Most people never start because they can't see the full path, but that's not how the universe works. The law of attraction works like a GPS. When you set a destination, you don't see the entire road ahead, you only see the next turn. But you keep driving, trusting that the path will unfold as long as you stay in motion. Take David Goggins, for example, a man who once worked as a pest control technician, overweight, depressed, and stuck. One day, he looked in the mirror and said, "This is not who I'm supposed to be." He didn't know how to change, but he believed there was more inside him. He started running, training, and pushing past every mental and physical limit. Even when no one believed in him, he kept moving. Today, he's one of the toughest endurance athletes on the planet. He didn't have the roadmap, he just trusted the journey. And as he moved, the path appeared. Mistake 4, giving up too early. This one silently kills more dreams than failure ever could. People try something for a week, see no results, and say, "See? It doesn't work." They quit because they're addicted to instant results instead of being committed to long-term growth. But here's what they don't understand, the law of attraction has a delay. The universe tests your faith before it rewards your persistence. You don't plant a seed and dig it up every day to check if it's growing, you trust the process. When you ask for something and continue to work toward it, you pass the test. But when you ask and then doubt, fear, or give up, you delay your own results. The moment you stop believing is the moment your energy tells the universe, never mind. Mistake 5, using words that block your blessings. Words are energy. Every word you speak carries power, but most people use that power carelessly. They say, "I'm so unlucky," or "Why does this always happen to me," or "This is just who I am." You might think you're joking, but your subconscious mind doesn't understand jokes, it only understands repetition. Every time you say something negative, you're not just expressing it, you're programming it. You're writing the next chapter of your reality without realizing it. So start small. Replace "I'm terrible at this" with "I'm learning to get better every day." Replace "nothing ever works out for me" with "I trust that the right path is opening." You don't have to lie to yourself, but you must lead your mind in a positive direction, gently but consistently. Over time, your brain begins to believe the story you keep telling it. Mistake 6, not feeling what you say. You can repeat 1,000 affirmations, but if you say them with no emotion, they're empty words. The law of attraction isn't triggered by speech, it's triggered by feeling. Emotion is energy, and energy is the language of the universe. When you say, "I am powerful," you must feel it vibrate in your chest. When you say, "Success is coming to me," you must smile like it's already here. The emotion you attach to your thoughts is what sends the signal. You attract not what you say, but what you feel to be true. Mistake 7, living in the past. This is one of the most silent yet deadly mistakes. So many people claim they want change, but their minds are still trapped in memories of pain, regret, heartbreak, and failure. And as long as you keep thinking like the old you, you cannot create a new you. The past might have shaped you, but it doesn't have to define you. The law of attraction only works in the present moment, the now. It responds not to what you want someday, but to who you are being right now. If your current energy is fear, anger, or self-pity, that's what you'll continue to attract. But if your energy is gratitude, love, and possibility, your reality will reflect that instead. The law of attraction doesn't respond to your wishes, it responds to your frequency. So if you want to attract more, you must become more. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. Take a moment right now and ask yourself, which mistake am I making? Be honest. No judgment, no guilt, just awareness. Because awareness is the first step toward transformation. The moment you see your pattern clearly, you gain the power to change it. And that's when your life truly begins to shift. Then choose one thing to stop doing today, just one habit, one thought pattern, one behavior that no longer serves you, and replace it with something better. That single change in direction can completely shift the course of your life. Because transformation doesn't happen all at once, it begins with one conscious decision. Part 4, How to Attract Anything You Want, Step by Step. Let's start with the truth. The law of attraction is not about dreaming, it's about becoming. You don't get what you want, you get what you're ready for. If you want to change your life, you must change how you think, how you feel, and how you act every single day. The universe doesn't respond to words, it responds to energy, consistency, and alignment. And for that reason, here is a simple but powerful step-by-step process. Follow it with intention, as if your life depends on it, and I promise your life will begin to change. Step 1, decide clearly what you want. Most people have no clarity. They say, "I want success. I want happiness. I want money. I want freedom." But those are not goals, they're vague wishes, without form, without direction, without a destination. If your desire isn't clear, your energy becomes scattered, and when your energy is scattered, your results disappear. The first rule of attraction is clarity. Be precise. Be specific. Be honest with yourself. What do you really want? Don't just say, "I want money." Say, "I want to earn $5,000 a month doing meaningful work that fulfills me." Don't just say, "I want love." Say, "I want a healthy, respectful, peaceful relationship where both of us grow." Don't just say, "I want peace." Say, "I want to wake up every morning feeling calm, confident, and present." When your desire becomes a clear picture instead of a blurry sentence, you create direction, and when direction is clear, the universe knows what to deliver. Step 2, visualize it every morning and night. Your brain doesn't communicate in words, it communicates in pictures and feelings. Every morning after you wake up and every night before you sleep, spend 5 minutes visualizing your desire as if it's already happening. Don't watch it like a movie, live it like it's your reality. See yourself there. Feel your hands holding what you asked for. Feel your heart smiling with joy. Feel your breath steady and strong. The more real it feels inside, the more real it becomes outside. This isn't daydreaming, it's mental rehearsal. This is the same technique used by athletes, artists, and leaders all over the world. Champions see victory before they achieve it. The mind must see it clearly before the body can create it. Step 3, feel the emotions before it happens. This is where most people go wrong. They say, I'll be happy when I succeed, or I'll feel confident when I lose weight, or I'll feel powerful when I get the job. But energy doesn't work that way. You must feel it first in order to attract it into your life. Ask yourself, if I already had what I want, how would I feel? Peaceful. Then start feeling peace now. Grateful. Start feeling gratitude now. Proud. Walk like you are already proud of who you are becoming. Your emotions are your signals, and your signals are magnets. Whatever frequency you send out, that's what returns to you. Step 4, act like it's already yours. This doesn't mean pretending or faking success, it means preparing for it. Don't wait for your dream to arrive, start living as the person who already has it. If you want confidence, start speaking with power today. If you want success, start waking up early, staying focused, reading, and learning. If you want wealth, start managing your current money with care and respect. Every action you take that aligns with your desired reality tells the universe, I'm ready. When your behaviors match your beliefs, your external world begins to mirror your internal truth. You stop hoping, you stop begging, you start becoming. And when you become, the universe responds. Step 5, use affirmations to program your mind. Affirmations aren't magic spells, they are commands for your brain. They train your subconscious to think in alignment with your goals. But they only work when they're spoken in the present tense, filled with emotion, and repeated consistently. Don't say, I will be confident someday. Say, I am confident now. Don't say, I will succeed. Say, I am growing stronger and more capable every day. The more often you speak these truths, the more your mind accepts them as your reality. And once your mind believes, your life follows. Don't say, I hope I become successful. Instead, say, success is flowing to me. I am ready for abundance. Say it out loud. Say it with conviction. Say it every single day until it becomes the voice that speaks within you automatically. Because if you don't take control of your self-talk, it will be controlled by your past pain, your fears, and the voices of society that once told you you couldn't. You have to reprogram your mind by feeding it new thoughts, new words, and new energy until belief becomes your natural state. Step 6, take one small action every day. This is the step most people skip. They think the law of attraction is about sitting still, meditating, and waiting for miracles. But it's not. The law of attraction responds to motion, not just emotion. Every dream requires a bridge between vision and reality, and that bridge is action. If you want to learn English, study 20 minutes a day. If you want to get fit, move your body, take a walk, stretch, or train. If you want to grow your business, make a call, post your work, share your ideas. Action proves your seriousness to yourself and to the universe. Without action, you're only wishing. But when you take even small, consistent steps, momentum builds, and the world begins to move with you. Step 7, trust the timing, but don't quit. This is where many people lose faith. They do everything right for a few days, maybe even a few weeks, but when results don't show up immediately, they give up. That's like planting a seed and abandoning it because it didn't bloom in 1 week. You must understand that you're not just attracting results, you're building identity. You're reprogramming who you are from the inside out, and that takes time. But the reward lasts forever. The dream you want already has a divine timing attached to it. It's not denied, it's just delayed. Keep showing up. Keep doing the work. Don't rush the process and don't panic when things seem still. Trust that what's meant for you is already on its way. Your only job is to stay ready. Step 8, stay grateful, even before the results come. Gratitude isn't just saying thank you. It's the strongest emotional frequency of abundance. When you feel truly grateful, you're sending a message to the universe: I already have enough, and I'm ready to receive more. That vibration attracts more opportunities, more blessings, and more reasons to be thankful. So make gratitude a daily ritual. Write it, speak it, feel it. Say, I'm grateful for my growth. I'm grateful for my lessons. I'm grateful for what's coming. Gratitude shifts your energy from chasing to aligning. And when you align, everything flows naturally toward you. Remember, if you want to attract something you've never had, you must become someone you've never been. And this process, step by step, day by day, moment by moment, will help you do just that. This isn't magic, it's mental discipline, emotional control, and consistent action. Follow it with your whole heart, and one day you'll look back and say, I don't know how it happened, but I'm no longer the person who once doubted myself. Part 5, the hidden blocks that destroy your manifestation power, and how to remove them forever. You can have the vision, the affirmations, and the action plan. You can visualize every day and still feel stuck. So why doesn't it work? Because something deeper is holding you back, something invisible yet powerful: your mental and emotional blocks. These are the silent saboteurs of your success. They block your energy, cancel your intentions, and distort your signal to the universe, even when your words sound right. To truly manifest, you must uncover these blocks and release them completely. Block 1, unhealed pain from the past. You say you want love, peace, or abundance, but deep down, you're still carrying old wounds. You still remember the betrayal, the rejection, the failure, the heartbreak, the moment life broke you and no one came to help. And as long as that pain stays inside, your energy will remain defensive, fearful, and closed. Here's the hard truth: you cannot attract abundance with a heart full of pain. You cannot attract love with a mind filled with fear. Healing is not optional, it's essential. You must release the past, forgive those who hurt you, and free yourself from old emotions that no longer serve your growth. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting, it means refusing to let the past control your future. Only when you let go of what's behind you can you make space for what's meant for you. Not for them, but for yourself. Because the law of attraction doesn't respond to your words, it responds to your emotional frequency. You can say all the right things, dream as big as you want, but if your energy is still filled with old pain and unhealed wounds, you'll keep blocking what you desire. Healing begins when you face what you've been running from. Write down the moment that broke you. Allow yourself to cry, to feel it completely. Then remind yourself, I am no longer that person. I honor my past, but I am not defined by it. I release this pain and allow myself to begin again. Let it go, even if you have to do it 100 times, until your heart feels light. That's how energy clears. The second block is a deep fear of responsibility. You say you want success, but do you really? Success brings pressure, expectations, and discipline. Deep inside, many people aren't afraid of failure, they're afraid of what happens if they actually win. What if I can't handle it? What if people expect too much? What if I lose it all? That hidden fear creates resistance. You move forward, but a part of you keeps pulling back, and that tension blocks attraction. To release it, face it. Ask yourself honestly, what am I afraid of if I truly succeed? Write it down without judgment. Then reframe it, I will grow into the person who can handle success. I don't need to be perfect today, I just need to keep becoming. Remember, confidence is not the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward despite it. The third block is a lack of self-worth, the most dangerous one because it hides behind your smile. You say you want love, wealth, or peace, but deep inside, you whisper, I don't deserve it. That belief is powerful. If you don't feel worthy, you will unconsciously push away every good thing that comes your way. You'll sabotage opportunities, stay small, or settle for less because your subconscious believes you are not enough. But here's the truth, you don't get what you want, you get what you believe you deserve. To rebuild your self-worth, remind yourself daily, I was born worthy. I don't need to earn it or prove it, I just need to remember it. Look in the mirror and say with conviction, I deserve love, peace, success, and the life I dream of. Say it until your body believes it, because the law of attraction can't give you more than what you believe you're worthy of receiving. The fourth block is an unclear identity. You want change but keep saying, I don't know who I am anymore. A weak identity creates weak energy, and weak energy cannot attract a strong life. Stop defining yourself by your pain or your past. Stop introducing yourself to the world as broken, unlucky, or lost. Choose a new identity, one that aligns with your highest vision. Ask yourself, who is the future version of me I'm ready to become? Is that person confident, calm, bold, or disciplined? Start living like that version now, walk, talk, and think like them, even in small ways. Over time, your energy will rise to match that identity, and your life will transform to match your energy. And the fifth block is impatience and desperation. When you chase your dreams from a place of fear or lack, you push them further away. Desperation tells the universe, I don't have it, and that vibration creates more emptiness. True manifestation comes from calm trust, from knowing that what's meant for you is already on its way. Be patient with your process, because what's delayed is not denied. When your energy, belief, and actions align, everything you desire will find its way to you, in perfect timing. The universe hears more than your words, it feels your energy. When your energy says, I don't trust the process. I need this now or I'll fall apart, the universe reads that as fear, not faith. And the law of attraction never responds to fear or begging, it responds to belief. You have to shift from I hope it happens to it's already mine. I'm simply walking toward it. How do you shift? Let go of the timeline. Stop watching the clock. Trust the process and keep preparing as if it's already on its way. Even when you can't see it, act like it's coming. Say this every single day, I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will find me, at the right time, in the right way. Then, instead of focusing on speed, focus on growth. Instead of chasing results, focus on becoming better. Because it's not just what you want that matters, it's what you're still holding on to that keeps you stuck. You can repeat affirmations all day, but if your energy is still filled with pain, fear, shame, or confusion, nothing will move. You must clean your inner space first. Clear the noise. Heal the wounds. Let go of the past. Speak your truth and rise again. Because when your energy becomes clear, your desires start flowing in, not by magic, but because you finally stopped blocking what was always meant for you. Now comes the truth about your power. You were never ordinary, you've just been taught to forget how extraordinary you really are. Somewhere along the way, someone made you doubt your light. They told you you're not smart enough, not lucky enough, not capable enough. They said, stay small. Stay quiet. Stay in your lane. And the saddest part? You believed them. You started living by their limits. You began shrinking yourself to fit inside boxes you were never meant to fit in. But deep within you, a voice has never stopped whispering, there is more. More life. More love. More strength. More you. And that's why you're hearing these words today, not by accident, but because your soul is remembering. It's waking up again. This isn't just about the law of attraction, it's about remembering who you truly are. The law isn't about money, cars, or relationships. It's about identity. It's about you becoming the most powerful, grounded, and awakened version of yourself. The version that already exists within you, buried under years of pain, guilt, and silence. When that version awakens, you don't just attract a better life, you create it. You don't wait for miracles, you become the miracle. You don't beg, hope, or chase. You align. You take full control of your inner world, and then, as if by magic, your outer world begins to rearrange itself to match your energy. You start to walk differently. You speak like it's already done. You move like you're chosen. You smile like the future has already arrived. Because now you know the truth, if I can hold it in my mind, feel it in my heart, and act on it with faith, nothing in this world can stop it from becoming real. That's not motivation, that's law. Let's be honest, the people who changed their lives weren't chosen or lucky. They weren't born with perfect conditions. They simply decided. One day, they looked at their reflection and said, enough. I'm done living like this. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care who doubts me. I don't care how hard it gets, I will rise. And they did. Because the moment you truly decide, with your heart, your thoughts, and your actions, the universe has no choice but to move. It doesn't respond to wishes or waiting, it responds to clarity, belief, and discipline. You are not too late, and you are not too weak. Maybe you're sitting in your room right now, tired, confused, or even in pain. Maybe you've tried and failed more times than you can count. But I want you to hear this truth, this moment right now can change everything. Your power isn't gone, it's just been asleep. And now, it's time to wake it up. So, what should you do from here? The roadmap is simple, but it's powerful. First, decide exactly what you want, get clear and write it down. Second, visualize it every morning and every night until it feels real. Third, feel the emotions as if it's already yours, feel peace, gratitude, and strength. Fourth, take action every single day, not to prove anything to the world, but to become the person who deserves that dream. Fifth, speak life into yourself. Use words that build you, not break you. Sixth, let go of fear, pain, doubt, and the old version of yourself. You are not that story anymore. Seventh, trust the process, even when nothing seems to be changing. Growth is happening in silence. Eighth, stay ready, because when your time comes, hesitation is the only thing that can stop you. And finally, never forget who you are. You are not ordinary. You are the source, the vessel, the miracle. You don't need luck, you need alignment. Don't just learn the law of attraction, live it, breathe it, and become it. Don't ask for a better life, become the kind of person who creates one. Don't wait for signs, you are the sign. You were meant to hear these words, not by accident, but because your soul is ready to rise. I don't care what people said about you or how long you've been stuck, starting today, everything can change. Not because of magic, but because of decision. You already have the power. The only question is, will you finally use it? You can, and I believe in you. Even if no one else does, I do. Thank you for being strong enough to reach this moment, because that means you're ready. And before you go, remember this truth, you are powerful, you are not broken, and everything you want is waiting for you to believe again. Let today be the day you remember who you truly are. May your thoughts be clear, your heart be light, your soul be free, and may everything meant for you finally find its way to you. You are not alone, you never were.